me and Fox were always partners in crime back. They were kind of daredevils back then. So
Oh, yeah.
of course, when we went down there, none of us knew how to swim. The Butlers and the Dwyers, Ralph and Walt, and Gideon Butler, and all those guys, they're the ones who kind of got us swimming. Then, of course, it was a rite of passage. It was, you'd hang out down the Freshwater, and then you waited until the tide got low.
Yeah.
You could walk out to the bar, which was that little reef that was further out from the bar. So inside of that
and
bar,
there's Gull Rock. I almost ran out of space, so he's a bit shorter than what he is right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's short enough because we used to wait until, because once the tide got really low, you could walk, well, just about. I mean, we were short anyway, but guys like Ralph Dwyer and them, they were taller, so they could walk out to the bar. We could walk until the water got up to your chin, and then you basically had to jump or do the dog's paddle to get out to sort of 5 or 6 feet to get. Then once you got out there, I mean, it was like you just conquered the world. But the thing was, then you had to stay out there until the tide came up, and then you had to swim in. This is how they got you to swim. So the water got too deep to walk, so you either drowned or you had to swim in.
I was never brave enough to do that.
Well, I mean, it was either that. Well, you had no choice. So then it was, you learned how to do the dog paddle, and then you see one guy, or one of them would have probably did it first, and you would say, well, okay, I'm not going to be bested by him. So then you'd swim in. Of course, once you did it once, didn't hold. It was like you just conquered the world. You had, it was no end to the exploits you could get up to. So that's when we used to start going around the cliff at low tide. We'd basically try to outdo each other. We would, follow the leader. That was what it was. We'd climb the cliff to see how high you could go, and then we'd see how far we could get around without actually having to swim. We'd get Redman's Cove.
Yeah.
And over to the cave. The cave was winning quite a ways. And that was part of that crack. That was half the reason why they moved the lighthouse back in the day, because of the fault line they came through there.
Yeah.
And this was a fairly extensive cave. I think I kind of ran across and lined up with one in no man's land. But I mean, once you got in there, then it was kind of dangerous, really, because the water would push up against the rocks, and they were pretty jagged. But we always convinced ourselves that there was treasure in there, but we never found one. We never got that far in, so.